It's paint. It's players. It's colorful and in your face. Paintballs. Paintball players, the best in the world, gathered in Orlando for the World Paintball Championships. And we're set for game one in the championship round. Let's go to Fred Schultz with the teams.
We're back up here. This is the final three. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
All right, so now it's going to be tough. Not that it hasn't been, but it's going to get worse. All right, you've got to play this a couple times. The last game, that was a heck of a game. It was a squeaker, but you got in. Anything you changing now?
No, not really. We're going to try and hit 4 guys on the furthest line up, and we're really going to try and take it to them pretty fast this time. They've added some new big bunkers, which really helps us out a lot, so hopefully that'll work to our favor.
So the changing of the field isn't really going to hinder you guys at all, huh?
No, if anything, I think it should help us.
I'm here with the Turtles again. Dale, this is what you guys came here for, okay? This is going to be a good one. Anything you're going to change? They changed a few bunkers out there? Any change of strategy?
Not really. We're going to go back in there. We're going to layer in the first 3 or 4 rows of bunkers. We're going to layer ourselves real tight in there. Play a patient game. We don't want to give them too many points if we happen to lose it in there. So we want to be real tight, looking at the 5-minute mark to start our push.
Mm-hmm. Body count right now seems to be very important. If they get a little antsy and they come at you, that might be to your advantage.
Oh, we'll start counterpunching right then. No problem with that. We hope to be able to do that, be able to pick them off, maybe move some of our left tape guys up, have them start picking off the guys on the right side, and then we can start floating up.
All right, well, I'll tell you, I want to show the people out there how intense this team is and give them a big turtle cheer.
Let's go, guys, let's go! 1, 2, 3, drive!
Turtles in red, sprinting from your right. Todd Lair will try to get to the center bunker for the Turtles and give them what advantage he can get. Didn't quite get there. On the opposite side of the field, Bad Company on the defense. And there, immediately, a Bad Company player is out. That's O. Pollock, who is their wheelman, their speed guy, who tries to get to the center bunker. Not only didn't make it, but was picked off by Turtle paintballs. So the Turtles lead it early, 4-0, as Captain Dale Price calls out instructions to teammates. Chris Ramuzzi for Bad Company appears to be the farthest up for the blue team. Pretty close to midfield, just 1 line of bunkers back. In this round-robin final, 3 teams, these 2 plus Rage, the 3 teams that piled up the most points in the opening rounds of this tournament. In the next game, Rage will play Bad Company. In the last game, the Turtles will play Rage. You add up your points from each of your 2 games in the final, the highest score wins the championship. So each game, it's very important to get as many points as you can. Bad Company set up pretty well there, Jerry, it appears.
Bad Company is, so are the Turtles. There goes Tommy Cole, Bad Company captain.
Defenseman moving up in the forward quarter, and there is Bill Adams for the Turtles. Very good player. You can see Bill is in the front quarter, but well back from the midfield line. And there you see Jackie George. He is out for Bad Company. That's the second Bad Company player eliminated, so the Turtles lead it 8-0.
John, Bad Company can't afford to lose that many players against the Turtles. They've got this field wired. Like you said, Bad Company set up well, so are the Turtles. This is going to be a game of attrition.
But the Turtles have an early 8-0 lead. Bill Adams there behind the bunker. Chris Ramuzzi out now on the opposite side as Mark Roberts moves up for the Turtles. The Turtles pressing the action as they have throughout the tournament. And there goes Todd Lair heading for the center bunker. He makes it. And we go to Fred Schultz, who was with Chris Ramuzzi.
What happened? Where'd you get it on now?
I got it pretty hard. They were moving up on the right side, and I didn't have anywhere to hide. I couldn't slide around my bunker because they shoot me from the right side. So.
Were you hit from the angle then?
Yeah, I was hit they was directly across the field. You could see your shots going in the wind and stuff.
It looks like you got it right on the end of the barrel.
Yeah, right on the tip of my barrel. I was trying to be real tight. I think the guy straight in front of me just shot me.
Unreal.
So,
well, hey, I'll let you get back and watch the rest of the game. Thanks a lot.
John, the Turtles are set up so well on the field, they have power from tape to tape. In the front, in the back, they have offensive capability, but they're well positioned if Bad Company attacks them.
The Turtles playing with so much confidence in this tournament as another player moves up. They came in seeded 12th and last. They knocked off numbers 1 and 2, and here they are with a big lead again. The 1996 World Paintball Championships are brought to you by Paintball Sports Magazine. From pickup games to tournaments, novice players and champions alike read Paintball Sports Magazine. The Turtles with the early advantage in the first game of the final round here at the World Paintball Championships in Orlando. Hello, everybody. I'm John Nicholson, along with Jerry Braun, managing editor of Paintball Sports Magazine. And Jerry, bad company's come out aggressively and is paying for it.
They are, and the surprise is the Turtles. The Cinderella team is still shining bright. You've had to give bad company the edge in this game, but not anymore.
Now, Jerry, we've come this far in the tournament without talking about where paintball came from. What's this about cows?
Well, 15 years ago, 3 men looked into a farm magazine and saw a pistol used for marking cattle, trees, and telephone poles. Said, wouldn't it be wonderful if we started marking each other? They took the kids' game, Capture the Flag, started paintball, and here's where we are now.
And here's where we are exactly. Back to the action now with the Turtles with the advantage over bad company. And the Turtles knock off another member of bad company, Rick Crawford, out of there, making it 16-0. Bad company retreating to the defensive area. As we look at Leroy Roeder behind a bunker being sprayed with paintballs. Rick Crawford departing the field. The Turtles just keep on doing it, Jerry.
It seems as though they came in here with some magic. They have a terrific balance between patience and action, and they haven't stopped.
They have eliminated 4 members of the opposing team so far. You get 4 points for each opponent you eliminate, 10 men to a team. 10 points for pulling your opponent's flag, 50 more for hanging that flag in your end, 10 bonus points for every minute under 20 that you can get that all done. Bill Adams working the gum there for the Turtles, his marker at the ready. We're going back to Fred now. He's with Rick Crawford of Bad Company.
What's going on out there, man? Looks like things are getting pretty hot and heavy there right now.
They're making moves up the middle. We thought we had the angles on them right away, but their hammer's pretty hard, so we can't come out. So right now that
Well, you still have some pretty good positions, defensive positions right now.
yeah, right now we don't want to play a defensive game. We want to take it to them. So.
Right. All right, well, thanks a lot, man.
Bad company has no choice. They've got 6 players left. Their players are deep within their own territory. They have to wait for the Turtles to make a move. The Turtles, playing with supreme confidence, are red hot. All 10 of their players are on the field, and they are spread in a beautiful formation. This is the Turtles' game to move. They hold all the cards.
Scott Shoemaker looking for a miracle for Bad Company. And the Turtles trying to make sure he doesn't find one. Look at that line of strength across for the Turtles. Leroy Roeder crouched down behind the double bunker. Looking around for teammates, too many of whom are on the sidelines right now.
But I wouldn't count Bad Company out yet, John. They've got some terrific players. They're a fast team. Turtles have to still watch themselves.
Dave Miller jogging across for position. The Turtles have played aggressively, and sometimes that can lead to a mistake. Bad Company has got to hope for a mistake by the Turtles right now, I would think. Miller moves once again. Todd Lair in the center bunker for the Turtles. Mark Roberts up on the left of your screen. And now Lair standing in the white bunker, the V, at the center of the field. There's the 5-minute horn. 5 minutes gone by in this game. The Turtles, an apparently commanding 16-0 lead over Bad Company in this first of 3 round-robin games for the World Championship of Paintball. The upstart Turtles, based in Utah, with players also from Washington and Oregon, leading this one 16-0 over Bad Company out of Maryland. The Turtles have pushed it from the start. It has served them very well. There are a lot of different fields you can play paintball on, some like this outdoors, some indoors. Before the game, Fred Schultz talked with a couple of experts about different setups.
Well, basically, Fred, what we have out here is basically arena. An arena requires a real high skill of paintball play, and generally you're going to find your top amateur and your pro teams competing on this level. It requires a lot of paint spraying. You've got very little cover between bunkers for advancement, so it really requires a lot of teamwork. Where out in the woods, for your occasional recreation player, they tend to have a lot of cover from your bushes, from your trees. They can crawl on the ground and still be covered and protected from the opponents.
So basically what you're talking about is natural barriers out there then?
Exactly. And the recreational players tend to like that more so than the pro players with the arena ball.
Is it basically because it's not as fast-paced and you have more places to hide?
The game goes much slower. It doesn't require as much teamwork and communications, whereas most of you recreational players that come out for open play have never played together. So they don't really require on each other to protect them during the game.
Basically, arena paintball is usually played on an indoor course inside of a large building with much more extensive barricades than man-made barricades than these. It's much faster paced. It's almost like being at center field all the time.
So basically you don't have to worry about the weather outside when you're inside, is that right?
That's right. And the people up in the Northeast love that.
Bad Company not loving this situation, pinned right down on the far wire, trailing 16-0 to the Turtles, and officials everywhere to make sure if there is a hit, it's noted immediately.
There's Jeff Shank of Bad Company, back at his defensive end.
And a slide in there by Steve Robinson, moving up for Bad Company, trying to gain some kind of advantage, reaching for some more paint to reload his marker. Look at the Turtles' strength there. Stretching all the way to the far wire. Mike Buckner retreating for the Turtles, getting himself out of the line of paintball fire. And he's got to do some work on his marker. Taking the barrel off, and he'll squeegee it out there. They're going to check him, too. And they're going to check Leroy Roeder for Bad Company. And they're going to check him again.
He is taking a lot of heat, John.
He is. He's trying to reload his marker there. One more check. Oh, and then he gets pelted a couple of times. And they say, no, Leroy, this time, that's it. You're gone. 20. Boy, he's not happy. 20-0. The Turtles lead it.
And Mike Leffler's also out of there, John, for Bad Company.
Leffler leaving the field, making it 24-0 Turtles. Let's look at that Leroy Roeder elimination again, Jerry.
Turtles are sweet spotting Leroy Roeder, concentrating their firepower on him. Referee's right on top of him. He's the target. Look at those paintballs flying around. Some of them bounce. The bounces don't count. Leroy would still be in, but one breaks. One does count. Leroy's out of there.
Bill Adams moving up. His Turtles lead it 24-0. As we return, the first Turtle leaves. That's Mike Olson heading off the field, making it 24-4 in favor of the Turtles. Plenty of time to go before the 10-minute horn as Mike Buckner, having repaired his equipment, heads back up into the front quarter of the field. Bill Adams on the move. He is hit for the Turtles. Adams is gone. That's the second Turtle out, and it's 24-8. They still lead as Bill heads off the field of play.
But, John, we got to keep in mind, there are two Turtles on this field for every one Bad Company player. There goes Tommy Cole, captain of Bad Company.
And on the red side of the field, Dave Miller moving ahead for the Turtles. He joins Todd Lair in the center bunker and just as quickly leaves him heading into Bad Company's end of the field, using Bad Company's V because there is no Bad Company player in there. And Roberts on the other side moving up.
Look at how the Turtles are just swarming the entire length of that field.
Tommy Cole being checked for paint. Tommy is gone.
3 more Bad Company players left.
Make that 2. Steve Robinson gone now for Bad Company. 32-8 as John Beelan sprints up for the Turtles and takes paintballs. He's out of there. That makes it 32-12. But the Turtles about, it would seem, to wrap up this game. There goes Todd Lair moving across your screen as limited players start to leave.
And Carl Reed is out.
Carl Reed's gone. Todd Lair is heading for the flag. Totally in control.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Little mugging for the camera there by Todd as he starts to jog back the other way.
And Todd ought to hurry, because if he can get back in under 10 minutes, they're going to get a maximum 200 points, and that's going to put the pressure on both Rage and Bad Company for the final 2 games.
Somebody seems to have pointed that out. He stretches it out and now hands it off to Mike Buckner, who turns on the afterburners.
Go, Mikey, go!
And indeed, Mikey did go, and it's a good thing for the Turtles.
John, there's the 10-minute horn. So if Buckner is clean, the Turtles have scored 200 points, a maximum, and they're in great shape in this final round.
Ultimate Judge Bob Rose checking with his fellow officials by radio. As we see the last of Bad Company, Jeff Shank leaving the field. How many Turtles survived is important, because whatever points Bad Company was able to gain by eliminating Turtles will be taken on to the next round. If they could max out there, they still have a chance. And the Turtles made a strategic error late in the game, giving some points to Bad Company.
Dale! Dale! Back up! Hands up!
John, Dale Price, captain of Bad Company, and Jeff Miles are both defensemen. They can't cross the center line until that 10-minute horn. This game was going so quickly that both of them just forgot that, crossed the line, and were eliminated.
Mike Buckner, we heard, trying to warn Dale off, but couldn't quite do it fast enough. So the Turtles with a big win, they max out, but Bad Company gets 8 extra points with those 2 eliminations. A lot happened in a very short period of time in this game as the Turtles take out Bad Company. As the game was nearing the end, Fred talked with several of the players.
I mean, you guys lasted a long time without even losing a player, so you guys seem to be on a roll right now.
We're quite surprised.
Yeah.
But from the sounds of what's going on behind me,
what do you think was a contributing factor?
Well, we just got up some early eliminations. We've got the angles. We know the field. We're working hard, and it's just to want to keep in there.
Hey, I appreciate the time. Well, we'll let you get back and watch the rest of this game.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you bet.
Robinson.
Hey, Fred, he was right there. He's in a really good spot.
Come on, you gotta check in.
All right, you better put the goggles on. They'll give us some heat up just because their game's not officially over yet. Okay, there you go.
99 blood.
You were in a pretty tough spot right there. Looks like you held off for a long time. What happened?
We lost a couple guys behind me, and Turtles been playing really good today. And,
they have.
So it got unfortunate. They got me from the top tape. They put a guy up real far, and they pinched me in there, and I had nowhere I could go.
So did you get shot from the other side of the field?
Yeah, from all the way from that tape.
So they angled you?
Yeah.
Well, hey, that was a heck of a game. You guys did a great job out
there. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
11.
Thank you.
Robert, plug it up first of all. No, gotta keep him on until game's done.
Sorry, sir.
Boy, you're excited, I know. Okay. Boy, you guys were rocking out there, man. I noticed you guys were pushing in. I seen when you snapped somebody off on your right tape wire, I seen you guys make the move. Was that kind of the game plan?
Yeah. You eliminate a couple players on one side. You got to get up in their face, stop them from changing back up and getting in your face, and that's what we did.
So basically, if you send the guy down that wire, what happens is the other team has to concentrate on him, and the rest of your team gets a chance to move in there.
Exactly, and that's the only way you're going to win paintball against people like this.
Okay.
Is as a team.
Biggest question: are you having fun?
We are having a blast. We were the underdogs here, and now we're at least second place.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Mike Buckner, who hung the flag for the Turtles, being checked for paint.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to check it one more time. That's great. We should be the only guy with the right number going across the line.
No, I didn't go, guys.
No, the other guys did. They went across and got nailed.
He's not too psyched, is he, Jerry?
They are happy.
Good job, live.
Okay.
Right on, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks, bro.
No, this is your
Hey, this ain't mine.
I pulled my cap. We called time at 10:07. Okay. I got it.
10:07 to go, and that means maximum points for the Turtles.
Great.
Max on the other side, right?
Yes.
Nice game, guys.
You don't get to keep the flag, by the way, when you win. Todd Lair, who pulled it.
An amazing feat, John. First time in all these games among these quality teams, there was an absolute max.
When we come back, Fred will talk with Captain Dale Price.
All right, Dale, we got to stop meeting like this, man. You guys are just stepping right up the ladder. And you know what's so incredible? You guys came in the 12th-seeded team out of 12. And you guys are rocking and rolling. What do you attribute it to?
I don't know. Everybody's playing really tight. The guys out there are just playing so good. They're playing so smart that, you can't really fault them. We're getting to our positions that we want to. We're not losing people on the break. We're doing exactly our game plan. We're not getting out of that. We're pushing when we want to. It's just working.
I tell you, you're making a crowd excited. It's unbelievable. This is excitement with a capital E, buddy, and we're very happy for you.
Well, thanks. This is a great game, and we're having a good time. And we never believed we would go this far, so we're pretty happy.
I see one of your team members limping over there. What did he do? Did he twist an ankle or something? Or
I'm not sure. He might have just twisted a knee or ankle. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go check.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. This is cute, too. I really love this, man.
Hey, we can do anything.
That's right. And you have done everything, too. Dale, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you much.
All right. Talk to you later. All right.
And they've done it so well. They're positioning their frontline players. They're going to move the wings. They're going to move 2 players on the far tape, 1 on the near tape. If they lose players, they're going to lose them while gaining position. So that sacrifice will not be in vain. They've moved their players up. They're continuing to. Now they're in position for an offensive push. They've lost their key player on the far tape line at the center bunker, but they've now got 2 other players near tape towards center and far tape line to take the place. They've got the angles on the bad company players. There are only 3 bad company players left, but to get them out, you have to get the angles on them. So you have to approach them from several different sides. They're going to play the wings and do precisely that. All of the Turtle players are now up in an offensive position. They're going to move the near tape line first. Move that player in, move them as far in as they can, and then start moving the other players. He may get shot. He may take a player out. But notice that while the bad company's attention is turned to him, the Turtles are moving their other players up and getting angles.
Are these plays they practice, Jerry?
You really can't practice them as specific plays because remember, you're reacting to the other team as well. It's communication. They do it effectively. They have great players. They get the job done.
They get it done absolutely in this game. Another celebration for the Turtles. The 1996 World Paintball Championships are brought to you by Westgate Resort. Over 1,000 suites in the Orlando area, minutes away from all area attractions. And by Paintball Sports Magazine, game sites, stores, equipment, special events, the first and last word in paintball all over the world. The Turtles blow out Bad Company 200-24, and now the upstart team, the Turtles, gets to sit out one and watch our next game featuring Bad Company, which has to come right back again and go for the max if it has any hope of winning against the mighty Team Rage from Florida, which piled up the most points in the opening games. Who will take the trophy? For Fred Schultz and Jerry Braun, I'm John Nicholson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.